Hi there, it's November 22nd, and I just got back from my business trip, literally like a half hour ago. So I jumped right down here. I'm going to get Proverbs 22 done for November 22nd. Let's jump right into it. Okay, life and conduct still. Yeah. A good name is to be more desired than great wealth. Favor is better than silver and gold. Got that? And that's where honesty and integrity and all the wonderful stuff comes in. The rich and the poor have a common bond. The Lord is the maker of them all. Got that? He made us all. The prudent sees evil and hides himself, but the naive go on and are punished for it. Right? That's a good one. Right? Okay? Yeah. Prudent. That's what we're learning, to be prudent and wise. And what does Solomon say all through here? Keep your mouth shut. Stay out of other people's business. Okay. The reward of humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. You got that? Humble. Reward for humility and fear of the Lord. And he says you'll have riches. He doesn't say money. Money, he never talks about money being riches here. He talks about knowledge being the silver and the gold. Okay. Thorns and snares are in the way of the perverse. He who guards himself will be far from them, right? You want to stay out of the briar patch? Okay. This is a big one. It's all over, but this is one of the good ones. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. If you raise him in church, if you get him to know the Lord, really know the Lord, they'll always come back to it sometime. I have witnessed this myself, okay? The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower becomes the lender's slave. You know, most of us are slaves to somebody. If you got a credit card, if you got a mortgage, you know, you're in debt to them. Indebted to somebody is slave, you know, face it. He who sows iniquity will reap vanity, and the rod of his fury will perish. That's interesting. He who is generous will be blessed. I like that one. I'm going to make that yellow too. He who is generous will be blessed, for he gives some of his food to the poor. All right? Always share. Drive out the scoffer, and contention will go out. Even strife and dishonor will cease. Right? Drive away the people that are just causing all the troubles, you know? Get rid of them. He who loves purity of heart and whose speech is gracious, the king is his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, but he overthrows the words of the treacherous man. Right? The sluggard says, there is a lion outside. I will be killed in the streets. Yeah. That goes on a lot, you know. Sluggard and the lazy. Look, one out there, it's scary. You know, what can you say to him? Okay. The mouth of an adulteress is a deep pit. He who is cursed of the Lord will fall into it. The mouth of an adulteress. Foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of discipline will remove it from him. Got that? Kids need discipline. Yeah, let's go ahead. The rod of discipline. Okay? He who oppresses the poor to make more for himself, or who gives to the rich, will only come to poverty. Wow. There's a lot of good stuff in Proverbs 22. Especially on the eve of Thanksgiving, you know, a lot to think about. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your mind to my knowledge, semicolon. For it would be pleasant if you keep them within you, that they may be ready on your lips. Okay, this is the whole story of why we are studying Proverbs over and over again, the whole book, every month for a couple of years. We'll go on with this. Right? Because if we incline our ear to the words of the wise, as Solomon, and apply our minds to his knowledge, it would be pleasant if we keep them within us, that they may be ready on our lips. Got that? And we're going to do these so much that in any situation, we'll have the right proverb and the right knowledge right there, ready at hand. I'm looking forward to that. A lot of it I can already bring up, just after, this is the 3rd or 4th month, I think. So that your trust may be in the Lord, I have taught you today, even you, have I not written to you excellent things of counsels and knowledge, right? To make you know that the certainty of the words of truth, that you may correctly answer him who sent you. No. Do not rob the poor because he is poor, or crush the afflicted at the gate. For the Lord will plead their case and take the life of those who rob them. Got that? Do not associate with a man given to anger, or go with a hot-tempered man, or you will learn his ways and find a snare for yourself. You got that? This is all 1:24 and 25. Do not be among those who give pledges, among those who become guarantors of debt. Yes. Don't get into new debt. Never co-sign for somebody else's debt. Okay? That's become a guarantor for debts. Some of the old ones, King James, different parts, it's the same things. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. You might remember it said that way. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should he take your bed from under you? Do not move the ancient boundary which your fathers have set. That goes a lot, huh? Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. So, there you go. That is Proverbs 22. We'll go over, we highlighted a lot in here, but we'll go over it. A good name is to be more desired than great wealth. Favor is better than silver and gold. Right? You can't buy a good name. Okay? Verse 3, the prudent sees the evil and hides himself, but the naive go on and are punished for it. Right? People don't know. They just jump right in, grab the sign, and go. Right? Be punished for that. Verse 4, the reward of humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. Okay? So, train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it. That's a guarantee right there. Get them while they're young. Verse 7, the rich rules over the poor, and the borrower becomes the lender's slave. They worked a long time to get us to be slaves to debt, and we are slaves to debt. Verse 9, he who is generous will be blessed, for he gives some of his food to the poor. Got that? Thanksgiving. If you're having a big meal and you live in the city, go find a homeless person and invite him in for dinner. I guarantee you won't regret it. Or even take a plate out to them. They will appreciate it. And the feeling it will give you, the Lord will bless you for that. Verse 10, drive out the scoffer and contention will go out. Even strife and dishonor will cease. If you drive out the evil people, it's amazing how much peace you'll have. Verse 15, foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child. The rod of discipline will remove it from him. Kids just act like kids because they don't know. And they act like foolish, and you have to teach them better. If they grow up doing this, always getting away with it, they turn into these kids that are gluing their hands to the street and blocking traffic and carrying signs. Okay, just saying. Okay, verse 16, he who oppresses the poor will make more for himself, or who gives to the rich will only come to poverty. Yeah. He who oppresses the poor to make more for himself, or who gives to the rich will only come to poverty. Kind of makes you think of, some of these property owners. Maybe we could go into a whole sermon just on that verse right there, and maybe someday we will. 17 and 18. Why we're doing this whole study. I love it. Incline your ear and hear the words of the wise, and apply your mind to my knowledge. For it will be pleasant if you keep them within you, that they may be ready on your lips. Man, I like that. I'm going to print that out and put that on the wall. Or maybe I'll put it in the description. Start using that as a description for the videos. That's a good one. Okay, verse 24. Do not associate with a man given to anger, or with a hot-tempered man, or you will learn his ways and find a snare for yourself. Right? Get these hot-tempered people, and you hang around them too much, and you're going to start being just like that, and that's not good. You want to be peaceful, calm, humble. Okay, I'm still working on this myself. That's a continual process. Verse 26, do not be among those who give pledges, or those who become guarantors for debts. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Right? So, there you have it. That's Proverbs 22. And we made it just under the wire. It's 5 o'clock, so technically it's still November 22nd. Okay, that was fun. We will have one tomorrow. I'll do it in the morning as usual, and it'll be out there, so whenever you get a chance, come on back and see us again. Have a good day. Have a great Thanksgiving. Remember what you're thankful for. Everything the Lord's given you. Be thankful. Have a good time. Don't overeat. See you tomorrow.